Welcome back to to this game, to the slow game, to Breakin Da Rules PC.
I wish I was here, wherever here is.
Time.
Cosmo, what is this place?
Yucatania?
End of time, Timmy. Hey, you're right, Lollipop. I told you I'd love you until the end of time, and I still do. Aw, that's
No,
sweet.
I thought he was gonna say, "No, I'm done."
But right now, we've got to find the rules or we'll lose Timmy for all time. This place is full of things from everywhere the book appeared. It's gotta be here somewhere.
End of time. Is that like end of the world?
Just move the cursor over anything you want a description for.
The Wandissimo wish.
These are bad wish ideas.
I know, but I want to know about them.
Moving like that is a sin.
We can
Just do
move.
this.
And for some reason I can shoot things. Why not?
Hang in there, Timmy.
Good job.
Meat. Why did it have to be meat?
I don't know why it has to be. That's a legitimate question.
Careful, Timmy. One more hit and you lose.
I can handle it. No damage run. Why are there germs at the end of time? And meat. I have some questions about the end of time, honestly. Is Wandissimo at the end of time?
Grandissimo Magnifico. I should have known.
Is he all that
the
remains when
Starbuster-
all else
Of
has
course. And you are too late, little one.
ceased to exist?
I have already alerted the Fairy Council. With Wanda banished to Fairy Academy, I will have her all to myself. Forever.
Are you planning on getting banished to the academy too?
Already spoken for. Yeah, I may not have your muscles, hair, style, good looks, or singing voice, but Wanda loves me anyway.
It's clear we can't settle this with words. Therefore, I challenge you to a game of boundary ball. Fairy playground rules.
Winner take all? I accept, little one. May the best man win. And by man, I of course mean me.
Watch out, Timmy.
Wish I could fly.
I do?
You're cleared for takeoff.
I guess something appeared on me there. These appear really quickly. And Wandissimo being a boss fight actually sounds like kind of a cool premise, in a weird way, admittedly. I won't complain. There is one thing I don't quite understand about Wandissimo's plan. These disappear so fast. That's just lots of free hits.
In your face.
I mean, Cosmo and Wanda don't stop being married.
With my man, thanks to the best
If Wanda's
content of
wherever
all
else.
time. Good game, Timmy. Way to hustle. Sorry, Wandissimo, but every game has to have a loser. And by loser, I mean you.
Silence, puny human! It is I, Jorgen von Strangle. You may want to take a moment to marvel at my incredibly well-conditioned physique. Marvel! Now!
I'm marveling at your lack of a wand.
Time's up! It is quite the mess you have made of the space-time continuum.
This is it.
Have I?
We're sorry, Timmy.
I hereby order the handsome fairy back to Fairy Academy for 500 years retraining!
No! Don't separate me from my lamb chop. I couldn't bear it.
Not you, puny fairy. You! With the well-groomed soul patch!
They shall not dissuade my love, Wandita. Though they may keep us apart for 500 years, I shall be forever.
As for you, you are lucky that I am fair as well as firm and well-oiled. But in the future, be more
Oiled.
careful what you wish for. You just might get it, or you might get clobbered by me!
Cool.
Hey, we're back. And I'm so happy they're not taking you away.
What happened to the rules?
I'm doing my homework.
I think I skipped some syllables there.
We're glad to.
Hey, sounds like Mom and Dad are home early from their weekend getaway.
I'm trying to fit in my words in this cutscene.
We're home early from our weekend getaway.
Oh, I hope you're not too disappointed.
Not a chance. And look, I even did my good deed so I can get my Squirrely Scout badge.
We're so proud of you, son. But where did you get the stamp so quickly?
Internet?
That's good enough for me.
Hello, Timmy. I was just telling your parents how much fun I had helping you with your homework.
That's probably what ages this show the most, the internet joke. I think they stopped using it for that very reason.
Hand it over.
Did they stop using it? I think they did.
Play dumb with me.
Why are you staring at her knees?
I know you hid my homework around here somewhere. Now give it to me!
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Pudding? You know I am, Cupcake.
Cosmo's face there.
Oh,
Well, I'm waiting! Gee, Vicky, I wish you had your books back. I really do.
now that was a good idea. Do you think she'll do her own homework from now on and leave Timmy alone?
I wish!
See, because why am I laughing?
Great. Can I talk now?
Go,
Whoa.
Timmy! Yeah! You managed to collect all the magic dust from the space-time continuum. Now we can start on my room. Say, where'd you put all that magic dust anyway?
I can't believe I got stuck in this canyon again, even after that kid was nice enough to help me out. It's okay, though. It's taken hours, but I'm almost at the top. Looks like my luck is finally starting to change.
Magic dust! Who left this here? This is a major violation of the fairy code. Well, rather than investigate...
Speaking of
further,
oil, he's
I
looking
will
real
see
oily
what
today.
happens before some human finds it.
Yes, sir. It sure will feel great to finally get out of this canyon for good. Somehow, I kind of saw this coming.
Good work on closing
I
all
figured
those
it would
corners,
magic him
Timmy.
some way.
Cosmo's right. Thanks to you, it's like none of this ever happened. Wanda's right about my being right. Even all the bad guys have been sent back to where they belong.
All the bad guys?
That's right.
And that means that King Loogie is back in my nose! It won't stop running! And I'm all out of tissue. I hope Timmy's parents pay me soon so I can go home. Hey! That noise! Where's that coming from? Whoever you are, this isn't funny! Hey, wait. That sound. I know that sound. Someone's having fun at someone else's expense.
Woohoo! Are we having fun at Vicky's expense or what?
We sure are, guys! We sure are! Where is that coming from? I hate when someone's having fun and it's not me. It's not fair. I'm the babysitter. I'm supposed to be in charge. I'm the adult here! I want my mommy!
I guess we're done? Okay. Well, that's that. It's kind of weird we never actually encountered the rules again? Did I miss something about that plot line? I thought we were trying to, like, get it back, because it was running all across the space-time continuum. But it seemed like that kind of got ditched after, like, the first 2 levels, and was only briefly alluded to afterwards. It got brought up in here, because it got replaced with the Book of Healing Kings, I think. Vicky was stealing all the books in this one. But yeah, in the end, it just kind of stopped being worried about. Like, we never really got it back at the end of time. Huh. Well, here are our records, I guess. So there's that.
Credits.
And there's the credits. So, I'm curious, who did the writing for this? Writer. No! Oh! Multiple pages. I didn't think this would be animated. It sounded like only one person wrote all this. I don't know who usually does the voices for these characters. I know Tara Strong is Timmy, but that's it. THQ. Where's Rob Lumen? He's always in my games. But, I was wondering who did the writing. It doesn't seem that far off from the show. Although I don't know who did all the writing or the dialogue or anything like that for the show either. I don't know. I know, of course, the main name that is associated with Fairly OddParents is Butch Hartman. I don't know if he did writing, though? I think I've heard suggestions that he had at least influence on writing. Yeah, I'm quite certain he has influence on writing because I've heard lots of comments on his sense of humor and how it comes through the shows he makes and things like that, as well as him acknowledging references that he seemed to take credit for, like references to Star Wars in the Fairly OddParents, for instance. So I think it's, if not straight up writing dialogue, at least influence on writing things. it was kind of hard to really pay much attention to those credits, admittedly. Also, you see tools, you think that's more like options. But, whatever the case, it seemed that he wasn't involved in this, which is still interesting. Because, whatever the case, maybe someone from the original cast was in fact involved with the writing, but the writing felt very Fairly OddParents here, which I liked. Of course, this is one of those cases too where you have the original voice actors too, who are very skilled voice actors. So they can also usually make any material sound halfway decent, even if it's not halfway decent in written form. But I guess that's everything here. We saw the ending, we saw the credits, that's all. Kind of a short episode here, but
Sure you wanna leave?
I
If you
guess
do, click again.
I guess this episode, even the leaving is verbose.
Are you sure you wanna leave?
Yes!
If you do,
Leave! This episode and last episode ended up being kind of short on content, I think. This one's short temporally, and the last episode just short in terms of things to do. I apologize for that, I guess, but that's how things happened. But I'll be back. I think I know what I'll play next, honestly. I'll admit, it's a PC game, but it's a PC game I pretty much have to play, I think. After that one, I might take another break from PC games, or just rethink PC things or something, for reasons that I outlined last episode. Even though most people probably skip that because it was during a 20-minute period of nothing happening. In brief, there's anxiety that comes with knowing at any time something could break and just stop me from continuing the game. Even if the game seems to launch fine and run fine up until then, it's nerve-wracking. And I fear the day that I have to actually just stop the Let's Play midway through because of something like that, because it might happen. But that's something we'll have to think about in the future. For now, that was that. That was Fairly OddParents, Breakin Da Rules, PC. We've now played all versions of the game. It is nice. And I think they were all interesting. Anyways, bye everyone. I didn't say much about what I thought about the game. Well, if you care, I do think it was a fine approach to the whole, like, a bunch of mini-games type of approach to a game. I did notice it was kind of broken into a number of sub-mini games, so you had like 2 instances of each kind of gameplay or something like that, which I think worked out okay. Usually I'd like to see more things be always unique if you're going to have a mini-game oriented game like that, but I guess it worked out regardless. The dialogue was still decent, even though I think that there's a bit more dialogue than necessary. Someone amusingly compared it to Gex, and Enter the Gecko, I think it was called. Old, what? Nintendo 64 game, I think it was? I really don't remember very well. But yeah, that one just had constant dialogue, but that was mostly one-liners. This was like, part of it was there was so much dialogue and it kept going. It's interesting how this contrasts to all the dialogue in the console version, where there's still tons of dialogue, but you have a choice as to when it plays, so you can have dialogue play all the time if you want, or not. And for me, that means the game's not always talking over me, which is nice. But when it repeats those lines over and over, that's when it starts getting kind of annoying. Until then, it seems fine. But, I mean, it helps make it be something related to the show, because it's showcasing the characters. That's what you're here for in a licensed game. I think as a licensed game, it's quite fine. And it generally stayed pretty true to the show and referenced things from the show, kind of. Even though it brought in new settings and places and whatnot. But still brought in lots of characters and the like, even if it was kind of shallow in portrayals of most of those characters outside of the main cast. Oh well. I had fun. It was pretty harmless. Not particularly memorable, I don't think, but harmless, simple fun. That I think was nice enough to play. Anyways, bye everyone.